Hello, how you guys doing? So we do have a new STD everybody's speaking about. I see a lot of black women are speaking about this and people are catching it. And I'm hearing it's a lot going on in the black community. A lot of blacks are catching it. They are saying that it's some people that have it in Houston, Texas, Florida, and Atlanta, Georgia. So be careful because this is on the rise. So I'm going to let these girls and individuals speak about this. They said this one right here, man, it might be worse than HIV, so you guys just keep to yourself, close your legs and just close your legs. I mean, it's other things you can do in your life. You don't have to do it. All right, so let's hear what people are saying about this new STI or STD, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Check it out.
Hey y'all, I want to have a really hard discussion today. I woke up today and I chose violence, I guess. So today I really want to talk about this new sexually transmitted fungus, trichophytans meningrophytes, or its more abbreviated form, TM7, thank God, because I ain't got time to be saying all that. I want to talk about TM7 and how it relates to black women's health. Y'all know it's like super important to me. I just want to give a little bit of background information first, but I promise this has a correlation to black women, so just stick with me, because y'all know I talk a lot. So TM7 is a fungal infection that presents very similarly to other dermal fungal infections like jock itch, athlete's foot, and ringworm. The first case that we know of was noted in March of 2021. From there have only been a handful of cases. In fact, it's been less than 20. As of 2 weeks ago, it was 13 men. Of the men that were infected, it included men that had sex with men, multiple sex partners, men who engaged with sexual intercourse with sex workers, and who had been previously diagnosed with other sexually transmitted diseases. Overall, because this is a very novel fungus, we're still learning about it, but to our knowledge, it can present as inflammatory lesions, which are highly painful, pruritic or itchy, and erythematous or red or inflamed skin changes. Now, of course, the majority of men who were studied in Europe were Caucasian, so we don't have many, or if any, pictures of how this presents in African American skin. So I'm just going to put up some pictures of other dermal fungal infections that we know of, the ones that I mentioned before. Stay with me, I know I'm rambling. The fungal infection, while it is treatable, it has been noted to be very difficult to treat, requiring multiple antifungals, hospitalization, and multiple rounds of therapy. Now, why is this important to black women? The reason why I want to get ahead of this, and I actually really wanted to post this video 2 weeks ago, whether people believe it or not, cultural norms will inevitably impact disease presentation. I can already see that this disease is starting to present very similarly to HIV. They're very similar epidemiologically, meaning that it first presented in MSM populations, or men who have sex with men. Because of that, it was falsely known as exclusively a MSM disease, which is wrong. Any type of microbe loves a dark, warm, and moist environment. And guess what that is on you, sis? Yo, vagina. So this fungus can be transferred to women. Because there are higher rates of homophobia in our community, of course, our black men invite us in less. There's more shame for fear of backlash that they may receive. This led to the continuation of heterosexual relationships, which unfortunately led to black women being affected more often. So even though we only make up 13 to 15% of the population, black men and women represent the majority of new cases of HIV, and of course, we are disproportionately affected. And even though black men are affected numerically more often than black women, in terms of HIV mortality, we are affected at higher rates as juxtaposed to our white counterparts. So this is important to me because I don't want to see the same thing happening with this fungal infection. We will probably see it transfer to women at some point, and I want to make sure that our women are on top of that. So yes, of course, I want you guys to stay on top of your testing. But remember, it's not just about getting tested once a year. It's whenever you change sexual partners, you need to have that conversation with them. I don't care how many times it is. I don't care if you like Samantha from Sex and the City. Every time you change partners, you need to have that discussion on when the last time you were tested was. Do you have anything to report from that testing? Even if it was in the past and you were treated. I know. It sucks. And just having a general healthy self-awareness about how the skin in your pubic and pelvic regions look. and reporting to your healthcare provider as soon as you have any type of eruption. So make sure you share this with a friend. I just want to say that the majority of people who don't know this information are typically people who don't have social media and who aren't able to financially afford unlimited data plans to watch videos all the time. They probably are working multiple jobs, so they can't scroll through social media. Some of them might not have smartphones. So make sure you're sending this to people who aren't on social media. I'm sure the algorithm gonna block me in some sort of way because of the words that I've used in this video, so just make sure that you get this word out. I hope this helps someone. Yeah, protect Black women. That's it. Bye.
There is a new STD that's kind of new to the United States. TMVII. Y'all heard of it? It was first came to the United States in 2024 in New York City. That's relatively new, 2024. Now it's circulating all over. It's like a ringworm. Only it's down there. In all 3 or 4 of your parts or whatever you got going on down there. It get down there. It's severe itching, burning, redness, and highly contagious. It can be transferred through a towel. But wait a minute. Who share towels? That's got to be new couples, because don't nobody do that. Sexually transmitted and skin-on-skin contact. And it mimics psoriasis and eczema. So if you feel like you got eczema and psoriasis down there, it don't go down there. I ain't never seen no eczema psoriasis down there. You need to go to the ER. And so far, the state with the highest breakout, the largest breakout, is Minnesota. Minnesota, just stop it. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing down there? Up there? I don't know. Stop. So y'all be careful. Chastity belts are popular now. Somebody said they sold them on Amazon. Condoms never went out of style. You know, whatever you got to do to stay safe, okay? Because nobody wants to be itching and burning and ringworms. You don't want ringworms nowhere. You sure don't want them down there. But on a serious note, spread the word. Tell your loved ones, your friends, or whoever to just be careful and stay protected, because you don't want to hurt someone else, right? We don't want to be passing people stuff. Ugh, we don't want to do that. And as usual, this is Donna News. I encourage you to research it for yourself.
Shout out to content creator Big CO for coming with this story. Okay, Big CO stated that they have a new STD out. So of course, by me also being a content creator, I had to do some fact checking on it just to make sure it was real before I came up and shared with my followers. So my findings were that this is real. So there is a new STD that's out, and it's called TMVII. That's just an abbreviation. The word was too long, just too damn long for me trying to pronounce, but they have it abbreviated as TMVII. So that's the new STD out, and they said that it looks like a form of a ringworm. That it looks like ringworms, and some individuals, you know how, from the health department has been reported to having like it all over their body, and then some would just get it down on their private area. They said it mainly pops up on your private area, but you can also get it all over. So if anyone experiencing rashes that are just popping up out of nowhere and mainly down in your private area, please go have it checked out and make sure it's not TMVII, especially if you know you one of them promiscuous individuals that just gets around and out here not using no protection, and shame on you. But anyway, let's get back to it. And another thing about this STD, they said, I mean, it is curable, but they said it's really hard to get rid of, even with the medicines that that they have for the antibiotic or whatever that they're giving to cure this. But they saying it takes 3 to 4 months to get rid of this STD, and sometimes longer. Everyone to prevent, just to prevent all this, who's ever still being, whomever this, getting down, just please be careful. Just use protection. Just take care of yourself. Be very cautious and use protection, and you don't have to worry about it, okay? And one more other thing about this STD. They said that it's mainly so far been coming up in individuals that, like two men that has an encounter together. But it also can just be spread to women too. So just be careful.